guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Capitalize. This is the podcast with all types of entrepreneurs, all types of different independent individuals in the Sacramento area. So right now we have today Davron Abzalov in the building. He's a realtor out here in Sacramento, California. He's with Realty One Group Complete, and literally this is his first year full-time as a realtor, already done almost $7 million in sales, on track to hit $10 million. I mean, you guys,
it's going to happen.
There's going to be so much value on today's podcast. This is crazy. If I didn't already mention, it's episode 52, and I'm super excited to have you on, so welcome.
Super excited to be here. Thank you, Rachel.
I know. We finally got to meet. We've been social media friends for
a while.
Yeah. At least almost a year, I would say, if not over a year.
Yeah.
But I've been seeing you killing it. You know, you're out here in Sacramento,
Likewise.
doing your thing, promoting and putting yourself out there, which I can definitely appreciate. So talk a little bit about maybe your background first. How old are you, first of all? Just
23.
Curious. You're only 23 years old?
Only 23, yeah.
And you're from Sacramento, or?
Well, originally I'm from Tashkent, Uzbekistan, which is, used to be USSR. And I don't know, every time I say I'm from Uzbekistan, Tashkent, people are like, what the heck is that, right? Because they never heard of it. So it basically used to be USSR. And then in 91, it got split up into independent republics. And then that's what, that's where I'm from, Uzbekistan. Basically, my first language is Russian. And then, English, we study English in school. So yeah, from Uzbekistan, originally came here when I was 13 years old.
Only 13?
Spoke zero English. My middle school friends know me. I mean, you guys probably watching, but yeah, I spoke zero English, learned everything, really wanted to get rid of my accent. So I would literally just look up words on dictionary and I would listen to them and repeat them like 5 times and until I can pronounce them like American, like an American.
Yeah. Wow. Jeez, man. So then what high school did you go to? I'm just
Folsom High.
Oh, okay. I went to Folsom.
You went to Folsom High School?
For like 3 months.
Are you serious?
But yeah. So what year did you graduate? 2015?
2015, yeah.
Okay, so like Hannah Kaufman.
Yeah.
Brooke.
Beckham?
That's her last name? She does hair. Amanda. All these people hang out together. Hannah Kaufman and Amanda and all her friends.
Of course. Yeah, I know them.
Yeah. I used to be like best friends with Hannah Kaufman.
Wow.
Like before high school. Crazy.
I knew her since middle school too.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Where'd you go, Sutter?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Sutter Middle School.
Man, small freaking world. I love it. Okay, so talk about kind of like growing up. Like, what was your ambitions? Did you have anything in mind that you wanted to do? Okay, what was it?
Always been ambitious. Always did sports. Well, not like team sports, but I did, martial arts, mixed martial arts. So growing up, wanted to be a pro MMA fighter. And then, obviously parents, they're like, hell no. So I kind of killed that dream, right?
Jesus.
I was doing wrestling in high school. So
nice.
Until
very hard sport.
Junior year, yeah. And then broke my ribs after that and just...
From wrestling?
From wrestling.
Ooh.
And then didn't do wrestling after that, just went into lifting basically after that. And then started pursuing business. That's when I started getting interested, and at the end of my senior year.
Of high school?
High school. Yeah, so the reason how I got in real estate is I always loved real estate because growing up, we came here when I was 13 years old and my parents had to start over. So we always lived in apartments, not just regular Section 8 apartments. Do you know what that is?
Yes.
So lower income housing. So and I would always hang out with my friends that had houses in big houses.
Folsom,
they were
shoot.
exactly
All the time.
And I was like, damn, why can't we have that? I would always talk to my parents we got to do something and then they're like, yeah, well we brought you guys here, now it's your you gotta go earn it, right? And I'm like, that's what kind of got how my ambition was born too, coming from nothing. So yeah. Basically started thinking about ways of how to hustle, right? So, graduated high school, started community college, and I was looking around, I'm kind of taking the path of what everyone is doing, and I don't think it's going to get me to my big dreams, right? So, and I just started looking for ways to actually, get us. And I dropped out, started studying the people. Thankfully, we have internet now, right? We can have access to anyone. super successful people. We can basically look up Warren Buffett's speech, right? Like before that, you couldn't. If you had to either pay big money to go see him speak, or you wouldn't be able to do that right? Before internet. But now I'm like, wow, I need to take advantage of it. So yeah, I started looking up successful people. Got with I think I came across Grant Cardone first. Yeah. So and then he kind of became like my rich father figure, right?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
yeah.
just started studying him, like
Especially real estate
everything.
guy.
Exactly, yeah. So I think I was like 19, and I got to talk to him. Actually, the next year I started hustling.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, I met him.
Where'd you go? Like one of his
Yeah,
10X
yeah.
conferences?
Actually, it was called Thrive, Make Money Matter conference.
You went to Thrive?
You know Cole
I
Hatter?
went to Thrive.
Cole Hatter. I'm actually
Yeah.
very close with Cole Hatter.
No way.
I was, but a few years ago. But yeah, he was like my super good mentor.
Okay.
And in real estate, that's how I started. And then Grant was one of the speakers. So I was like, wow. So I basically, got the ticket, the highest ticket that you can get, that you can have a dinner with him, or I think it was a VIP ticket or something, or executive.
Yeah.
I don't know, I forgot. It was like 2000 and what is that? 2018 or something.
Okay.
17. Yeah. So and then I got to, I literally got to eat dinner with Ty Lopez, Grant Cardone,
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Cole Hatter. Who else was there?
I'm so jealous.
It's like Jean.
Billie Jean?
Billie Jean. Yeah, Billie Jean. So I was like, wow, that was cool. So
Dude, okay, hold on. I want to let you keep talking. I
Dang.
have to ask you.
I know,
what
I
are
keep
some
talking,
of,
what the hell?
It's literally your
Let's
moment.
go.
So when you had dinner with these people, what are some of the main questions that you asked?
Oh,
Number
man.
one, and what are some of the key takeaways that you took?
I mean, I was like, how old was I? I was like 19 years old, barely. So I was just starting my journey. So my questions were basic, like, what can I do? Well, how can I get to your level, basically, right? Or, just how to get started, right? Just kind of like, starter
Basically,
questions,
right? Yeah.
exactly. And then, and how can I provide you value, so that way we can keep in touch and all that stuff, right? So, and then I did, right? I started creating good relationship with them and trying to provide value. How can I help you in your business too? So yeah, just basically how to get started, and then like obviously just basic answers, right? Just work hard and keep learning. That's that's what I've kept doing since then. Just books, podcasts like this, like Rachel's, or any success podcast, business podcast, right? And then just continue learning and hustling.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Dang. So you went to the event. That's cool.
Yeah.
And then you were 19 at the time, or like around 19, 20?
Yeah, I think 18, 19.
Okay. And then after that, you were like, were you already in real estate at the time or no?
I was
You
actually.
had your real estate license already?
I didn't. I only got my real estate license last year.
Oh,
Before
okay.
that, I was in real estate, but I was working for a top producer. I was, lead generating, and then.
How'd you find him or her?
Actually, just online. I was just looking for, a job to get into real estate somehow. So, and then he had a position open for cold caller. So I was like, oh, great, let's do it. I get to be around him. I get to cold call, generate leads, and once I get my license, I know how to do and run my business, right?
Yeah.
So, and I started cold calling, 500 calls a day.
500 calls.
500 calls a day.
How long did that take you?
3 to 4 hours.
That's it?
He's a triple line dialer. So you dial 3 people at the same time. Whoever picks up, you talk to.
Oh.
So it's called Mojo, triple line dialer. So
You learned that from your guy?
Yep.
Okay.
So, and I started generating leads, getting leads, and I was like, wow, I mean,
Yeah.
every lead you close, I mean, it's a lot of money, a lot of
Yeah.
money in commission, right? So like, get my own license, right? So then I actually didn't pursue my license until 2 years after, because I got into day trading, and then I met amazing people there too. Shout out to My Investing Club. If you guys want to learn the real people, I know there's a lot of scams in this industry, like in trading, but real people, My Investing Club, they're amazing. My mentor Bao, and then Alex.
who?
Bao and Wen, I think.
Bao Nguyen. You know Bao Nguyen?
You know him?
What's the other guy's name?
Alex Temis.
Alex Thomas?
Temis.
Temis? I don't know
Temis.
him, but I know Bao.
You know Bao?
His sister Tiana?
Oh wait.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna talk about it
Okay.
after. But
That's
yeah,
crazy.
I've hung
I
out with
love
him too,
him.
and he lives in San Jose.
I don't know if he lives in Seattle. He was in Seattle when I knew him.
Oh really?
Last time I
Don't know.
talked to him.
Huh. I don't know if we're talking about the same guy, but I'll show you
I'd be
after.
very surprised if
Yeah.
He has a sister,
is he a
right?
day trader, like
he has a
successful day
sister,
trader?
right?
Sister, I think so.
We'll talk.
Is he a successful day trader?
I don't know. I haven't seen.
Okay,
I haven't
okay,
like
okay.
caught up with him in forever. But anyway,
Well,
yes.
I'll show you.
Okay.
But yeah, so and then I started learning trading, and actually I made a lot of money there, and then went broke, like lost and 30K into debt. I was like, fuck.
Damn, what was the 30K for?
Um,
A
basically,
car?
no, no.
Oh.
I wanted to like so I made about I think I started with $1,500,
Okay.
and then I turned that into 60K, and then I ended up losing everything, and then going 30K into debt.
Wow.
That was beginning of this year actually.
Of 2020?
Yeah, I
You're
was
full of shit.
No, I'm serious. Yeah, so I was
Dude.
beginning of this year. I was 30K in debt. With they just got my license. I think back in August 2019. Trying to hustle, right? I'm like, I need to do something. So and
You
then
got your license last month?
last year.
Oh, last year,
2019
okay.
in August.
Okay.
And then beginning of the year, that's when I picked up my momentum started in real estate, right? Beginning of 2020. So yeah, and until that, I was just doing basically trading, and then was doing good, and you know, and then like pretty much like lost by becoming like emotional in the markets and went into debt. So, but yeah, so way out of it now.
That's great.
Not even close. But doing amazing now. So yeah, that's pretty much how my year started. 30K into debt, hustle. So I was actually on the team. So I got into real estate last year in 2019, right? So even before I got my license, I was actually interning for working and interning for the top producer. I went back to him. I'd be like, hey, look,
Hey, man.
I know.
Was he mad at you when you left? Why'd you leave, first of all? You just...
I just didn't want, because I was getting burnt out. I was making 500 calls a day, and I knew like these guys that I'm generating leads for, they're making so much money from my leads, right?
Why couldn't you just do what they were doing?
And then it takes on average a year to get your license, right?
Okay.
To get your real estate license. So I was like, I'm young. I want to make something happen now, So that's why.
Now.
Exactly. But that's not how it works. So now
Yeah.
I'm learning, right? So, but I didn't know like back then, right? It's like 19, 20 years old, just getting started.
Yeah.
So yeah, and that's why I wanted to chase fast things, but fast things don't work. Like, what matters, it takes actually, longer than. So I went back to him and I was like, hey, look, I'm working towards my license right now. Can I just hang out in the office? Can I do anything? Clean your office, go do something to help you. Like, I want to be around you. I want to learn how this business works. That way when I get started, I want to be on your team as a team member. And then, be your top producer. He's like, okay, great. Come hang out. He's like, so he would tell me like, go install lock boxes to houses that he has listings on. So when he got a listing, because he had to install lockbox for agents to get in to show the house. So I was doing that, running around, and at the same time, when I got to the office, I would just shadow agents. Shout out to Jason. Thanks for mentoring me, brother. You're killing it too. So I was just, asking everyone, like, hey, what are you doing there? What are you doing? Like, can I see? Is that a contract? Hey, how do you read that? So ask a lot of questions. I was asking a lot of questions from, successful agents that are doing deals. And then I'll be like, hey, can I go on your, appointment with you? Thankfully, they would take me, actually.
Yeah.
They would take me to appointments, like to showings. I was like, okay, so that's how it works. Okay. So, and I was actually going to open houses as well.
Okay. I think I saw some videos of you going to open houses.
Yeah.
Remember?
Exactly. So it was even before I got my license. And then, so that was, a few months before I got my license. So I was literally interning for free, working for free. These.
Were you still making calls?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I was making calls for free. So I wouldn't.
What?
Exactly. Working for free. That's.
I feel like there's less pressure when you're working for free.
Exactly. But the things I'm learning.
Yeah.
I'm around, people that are doing deals, top producers. I'm learning. So that's now it's paying off tremendously. Like it's crazy.
When you feel like you actually decided to go all in.
Exactly. All in, committed. Yep. So, and then I got my license in, I think July or August. I think August. I forgot, to be honest. Because I just wanted to get it right away. I was studying like 8 hours a day right after I got home. Thankfully, my parents let me live with them, so I didn't have to care about bills and stuff, right? Until I got going. So yeah, as soon as I got my license, boom, hit the phones right away. 8 hours of prospecting a day, trying to get my first client. First client is the most hardest client to get when you had no experience and no business. So that's why I actually got with a team. I went to work for his team. So, and I think I closed my first deal. It was like a little mobile home. in September or October. So he gave me a lead. He's like, all right, Davron, I mean, I don't want to work this. You want to work this? And like, 50K mobile home commission, like $1,000. So I was like, hell yeah, I'll work it. Let's do it. So I took that, sold that mobile home, made a great relationship with the buyers, and then they love me for life. I still keep in touch with all my clients, literally everyone.
How do you do that?
I have a
Do you
CRM.
have like a calendar?
Yeah, I have a CRM, so I like follow up with them. So my relationship doesn't end when the transaction closes.
Good.
I still reach out, say, hey, how can I help you? Do you need like a painter, roofer, anything, a contractor? Like, I know living in a house, stuff happens, I'm here, I know everyone, just give me a call anytime, however I can help you. So I'll always like touch, keep in touch with them. Send a postcard, stuff like that, once in a while on holiday. So, and email. So every week I send a weekly market, market recap, stuff like that about last week. So it's numbers and everything, and then articles. So yeah, that's kind of how I keep in touch with clients and past clients. Yeah. So, dang, where was that?
No, that's great. I mean, okay. So my main question is, you clearly, would you say? I mean, you clearly stick out from most realtors because of the fact that you're doing really well and you're doing things that will help keep the relationship in the future. Not saying that others
100%.
don't, but
Yeah.
I know that, like, there's a lot of realtors. There's a lot of salespeople in the world. We're like, period. Everything's
And it's
sales.
easy to get into. Like,
No, for sure.
It takes you a year to get your license.
Yeah, and I think it's an incredible skill.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's essential for
Yeah.
anyone that wants to have their own business or just in general is selling anything. You need to know sales. But my thing is, what do you think has contributed to the fact that you're doing so well your first full-time year?
Mindset.
Mindset?
That's all. Yeah.
Number one.
100% mindset.
Okay.
That's literally what separates people, top producers from, people that are not doing, like, for example, COVID started. Everyone, like most of the people in this industry, like started stopping, like putting it on stop, like 'cause a lot of people are older also in this industry. So they're like, they kind of got freaked out too. They kind of put a stop to their business. That's, especially people from my office are like reaching out to me. Oh, wow, you're doing so well during the COVID. How are you doing that? I'm not really working much because, they got scared too or something like that. I'm like, I don't care.
What are they scared of, like getting sick?
Yeah, getting sick or trying to, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, so stuff, uncertainty and all that stuff, because you get a prospect even harder in this time because there's shortage of houses on the market right now. Not a lot of sellers want to sell their house, but the ones that do sell, they're getting multiple offers and going over list price. How many listings? So I've had 12 of my last listings went over list price. Only few sold at full asking price.
Wow.
I make my sellers money. Like they want one price, I get them 10 at minimum 5,000 over what they want.
Oh wow.
So for example, this is a good story I want to tell you. Like my last listing, how I got it, I was cold calling around. I sold a house around the corner from the seller's house, and I was cold calling, and I was like, just my script is basic. Hey, my name is Davron with Realty One Group Complete. Just wanted to touch base with you. I sold a house around the corner from you. Just wanted to see if there's anything I can do to help you. And then he's like,
were they already selling or were you not sure?
No,
okay.
they don't know me. Yeah, like just regular homeowners. Like if you own a house, I'm gonna call you.
Yeah.
So hey, just sold a house around the corner. I'm a local realtor. Sold a house around you. Just wanted to see if there's anything I can do to help. In case you were thinking of selling or buying. So I reached out. He's like, really? Yeah, I was actually thinking is like my is his rental house, right? So is his rental house, and then
like an Airbnb.
No, actual rental. So.
Oh, okay. So he rents it out to other people. Okay,
he rents. Yeah, he was renting out for like long-term tenants, like 8 years. So and then he's like, so what are the prices going for? Like I was like, so I ran quick comps and I sent it to him. I was like, is that real? I was like, is that what's going on right now? I was like, yeah. He's like, send me the contract, see if you can sell it. And then he wanted $540 for it. I sold it for $545 and had the buyers take out the inspection contingency. That way they can't do any more credits or reduce the price in any way.
Okay.
So he's getting that, unless it doesn't appraise, but I did the comps, it's going to appraise, no problem. So, so basically he wanted $540, I got him $545. Wow. And he's super happy. He's like, no way, this is crazy. He's like, good job, I'll see you. Because he lives in South Carolina, so he's not even, I ran the whole show. So like I again, I'm very well connected, so I have my own, contractors, handyman, roofers, painters, anyone, right? So he needed some painting done, he needed some repairs done, like section 1, dry rot, cleared. I got introduced him to my contractors and my painters. So we did that, we got it ready. He didn't even like step foot in the house, and I ran the whole thing, right? So he was super happy and staged the house.
And it takes a certain level of trust too.
Oh,
to,
yeah.
like trust someone.
Yeah.
It's huge investment.
I earned that. Yeah, I earned that trust through showing him, like, every time he called. Like, if you're a realtor, if you don't pick up your phone, like, you're dead. I mean, why wouldn't you? That's your only job, to pick up your phone. So I don't let it. So my goal is, when you call me, I don't let it go to third ring. So I have to pick it up on the first or second ring.
Okay.
As soon as, like, hey Brian, or hey Rachel, like, right away. Hey, I was going, like, so I have to pick it up. That's what I learned. That's what I learned from Grant Cardone. So he's like, whenever he calls his office, he's like, watch this. He calls his office, they pick up right away. So that earns you trust. Yeah. So the faster you pick up, the if they can get a hold of you whenever they can, then that earns a lot more trust too. So that's pretty good.
What do you think are the number one skills that you had to learn besides sales within what you do currently? Number one skills that you feel like helped contribute to how far you've come?
Number one
besides
skill.
mindset, like skills.
Yeah.
Like actual skills.
Well, scripts, right? There is scripts in this industry.
But making it sound not like a script.
Exactly. Yes. So, I mean, scripts are designed for the person that created it. It's just a general. It's just, so I had to learn some scripts as well. Like when I cold call, right? When I circle dial or expires or for sale by owners, I have some scripts, but I make sure that I practice them, that it sounds natural, right? When we're having a conversation, normal conversation. So, scripts helped a lot. And then just, to be honest, just active prospecting. Like, active prospecting. You can be the best salesperson in the world, but if you don't have clients, like, how are you gonna, do any business? Yeah. So just literally active prospecting. And once you get a few clients, then it's gonna start going, growing momentum. And then once you get the clients, you have to have them like you. Like, obviously, they have to, like you, trust you, and that way they can, start referring you, because that's what happened. My first deal was actually my friend Brittany. Thank you, Brittany. My second deal on my own, because I left the team after my first deal, because there's, when you join a team, there's a lot of commission splits, right?
Oh, okay.
So, and I was like, wow, I'm putting too much work for my future deals. I don't want to have that. So I learned what I could on the team.
But you're
then
still with the same group.
No, I'm on my own independent agent.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not on a team anymore. Yeah. So I left the team after my first transaction.
Okay.
So.
Were you confident about that?
100%.
Were they upset?
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why? Because you're good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna, if I stayed, I would definitely make him a lot of money. So.
Yeah.
And then, so my first deal after I left was with Brittany. She let me, sell her house. I met her through trading. She's a phenomenal trader. And then she did a really nice trade on the house too. I don't know if you want me to get in details, like, she made a lot of money.
Yeah.
So, and I helped her do that. So, and then I bought her a house after that. But yeah, so once that first deal, I got the first deal, then momentum started to come in, because I was cold calling. So now I have two deals on the table. So I know how the process works. So, and I started cold calling. My third deal was for sale by owner.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So first time owners are people that want to sell the house themselves.
Yeah.
So, like, they don't like realtors because they charge too many commissions and, like, other fees, right? So and then I was cold calling, and I was like, hey, look, I'm not trying to sell your house. Just want to help you. How can I help you? Like, here's the comps. Here's a marketing system I use. If you want to use I understand, I respect that you want to sell your house. Here's the comps. You can price it at. Here's what I do to sell houses, and then I can actually help you do open houses. So basically, and then he's like, wow, yeah, I provided him so much value. And then actually, I even door knocked the house around him, telling him, like, this guy's selling his house. Come out. I'm helping him. Hold an open house. So yeah, and then at the end of the open house, he's like, Davron, like, you've provided me a lot of value. I want you to sell my house at the end of the open house. So I was like, wow, well, thank you. Let's get to work. And I, ended up selling his house pretty quickly. And then he introduced me to his friend that sold 3 houses with me.
Yeah.
And then I'm very good friends with him now. He's a senior citizen, but he knows a lot.
Yeah.
And I keep him as my mentor because he owns a lot of houses too. Like he's very seasoned investor too.
Yeah, that's why
So-
I really like sales, like specific like sales jobs, because of the fact that you meet so many people
Oh,
and
yeah.
you like there's so many people that want to help too.
It's all about value.
Yeah.
Yeah, my broker, Jeff, like in one of my brokerages said, "What's in it for me?" Right? Because you gotta provide value for them. Like it's all about value, how much value you can provide, and how fast you work, and how good you are. So if you can master those, and yeah,
Yeah, 100%.
it's gonna keep going, snowballing.
100%. So I'm just so curious, like, why would okay? So you went from real estate to trading to real estate.
Yeah,
Were you passionate about trading?
100% finance. Yeah,
Okay.
Everything finance,
Okay.
real estate, trading. Yes.
But you feel as if you would have created more success with real estate?
Well, it's my personality. I would
You
say
like people.
I like people, and then in trading, and also I have an ego too. So in trading, you can't have an ego, like, cause market treats everyone the same, and then like when you have a loss, you got to take it. But
Yeah.
you can't be like, oh, I'm gonna hold, I'm gonna add it. Like, no, I can't lose, cause in sales, like that's a good mindset to have. I can't lose. Of course, you can't lose. Like, that's gonna help you get to success. But in stock trading, if you can't take that loss, you're broke. I mean, right? So that's what my personality is not. I mean, but then it can be learned too. It's a learned skill. So now I'm slowly learning. I'm actually grateful that I lost a lot of money in trading.
Yeah.
It taught me not to do that again. So
Absolutely.
now, yeah, I'm back trading. So I'm doing
nice.
decent. Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So I'm curious, what are your plans for the future with real estate? What are you planning on doing in the near future?
100%. Yeah. So I was actually gonna buy my first investment property this year.
Nice.
My lender, Gene, told me to wait until next year because I couldn't qualify for a loan this year because my 2018 wasn't as good for my tax returns. And 2019 was decent, but 2018 wasn't good, right?
Enough. Got it.
Yeah, so yeah, I couldn't qualify for a loan. So, but now I kind of switched up my strategy. I'm focusing on making a lot of income right now and saving all, and then going to partners with my brother. So, and we're gonna start buying multifamily properties. I'm thinking starting next year.
Are you thinking
in the
about
Midwest.
stepping away as an agent?
No.
No?
I love this.
Okay.
No, next year I'm doubling what I did this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. And are you gonna start your own team, you think?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, but probably not next year. Maybe my third year.
Okay.
Yeah, my third year, because you need some time to train the agents, because not all agents are great agents in this industry.
I can only imagine how excited your mentor was, like the guy that you worked for, when he met you, because no one, well, not no one, but most people are not excited to dial 500 numbers a day and reach out and want to work for free. Like he must have loved
Trust me, it gets freaking boring after 200 cold calls. After 200 cold calls, when you get to 300, now it gets kind of like, fuck, it kind of gets boring. It's repetitive.
Hi,
right?
this is Davron.
But hey, it's worth it. Just think about it.
Yeah.
One deal is just could be
Yeah.
3 months.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So it's definitely worth it. I love it. I still do it every day. And then that's pretty much my number one lead generating machine.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So I would love to know the breakdown. Before we end, I want to know the breakdown kind of how you schedule your time, because if you're calling that many people, that does take a lot of time. I feel like you have to manage it. You may have other people contacting you, like your actual clients.
Yeah.
You may have someone that you work with contacting you. So how do you kind of manage your day? How do you go about it? How do you fit in the other things around your schedule? Because sales can also take a lot of time, a lot of hours. People are working 10-hour shifts, 12-hour shifts type of thing, sometimes depending. But I want to know how you manage your time and still have time to do the things that you enjoy besides that.
I'm actually getting pretty busy right now in the business, and before I had any clients, it was my schedule was simple, right? Wake up at 5, go to the gym around 6:30, come back around 8:30, start dialing, 9:30, 10 till all day basically, till 6 p.m. Right, 6 p.m. or 7 p.m.
Would
whatever.
you go on showings within that time, or does it just?
When I didn't have clients back then. Yeah. So, but now I'm actually pretty busy. So I have 2-3 transactions, sometimes 4 transactions in the same time. Last month was 4 transactions at the same time. So And those forced transactions, like you gotta talk to their agents, inspectors, appraisals, lenders, title people. So like everyone wants to talk to you, right? And emails, like text, right? So then it gets hard. So right now, I still wake up super early, like 5 or 6, and then go straight to the gym. That's my time, right? 5 or 6.
You don't get on your phone?
No, well, I do if I have to, but usually like
you try not to.
That early, nobody really calls, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hit the gym till like maybe 8 or 9, come back, and then start working on my like deals right now. What's going on? Who do I have to reach out to? Who do I have to?
So you don't do anything in the morning besides go to the gym?
Exactly. Yeah.
You don't no morning routine. Got it.
Yeah. So just go to the gym, and then so once I come back home, check my emails and check who I have to call and all that stuff, follow up. And then now I start calling afternoon. So around like 2 p.m. That's when I start cold calling. Until now I only try to make 200 to 250 cold calls a day. Now I'm getting better on the phones. So I don't have to go through that many people to generate leads, right?
What do you say it is now?
So what I cold call, when I cold call, I actually cold call the around the house I sell now.
Okay.
So like let's just say I sold a house in Willow Creek, which is a little bit north, near North Natomas.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna say, hey, my name's Davron, local realtor. Just wanted to reach out because I sold a house around you. Just wanted to see if there's anything in the world I can help you with. That's it. Like, oh, okay, you know what, we're thinking of selling, like, so it could go either way. Like, oh no, we're not interested, thank you. I'm like, okay, great, boom, next one, right?
You won't push it.
No, and usually if we're having a good conversation, I'll say I usually get their emails to try to keep in touch.
Yeah.
So if we kind of like they don't want to sell, but we have that good connection. I say, hey, is that okay if I stay in touch with you? I send weekly emails. I include the local market information and then some articles around real estate. So what's a good email address for you? I'll send over my information. So I get their email, send over my information. If they ever need anything, they can contact me. I have good, painters, contractors, roofers, whoever they need, right? Anytime. And then they usually like that. And yeah, put them into my weekly email, and then they start getting some value every week. And whenever they do decide, or if they have a family or friends that they want to, they want to refer me, I would, greatly take care of them. So it's kind of like my system now.
Yeah, love that.
To keep in touch.
Love that. Yeah, and it's crazy. Like, I feel like within this podcast, just from the time that we've talked, we've literally gone through, like, the growth, like, of what you've done. You know what I mean? Like, literally starting from where you were to now, like, where you're at. It's almost like we all get to kind of feel the transition, which I really like. So I always like to ask people this question at the end of the podcast, because I know that at the end of the day, like, the podcast is something that I do because I enjoy it. You know what I mean? It's something that I provide value, and I know other people provide value. Anyone that's winning in their industry or, like, getting into a specific industry where they're trying to create success. So I really created it just for people like myself and you. You know what I mean? People that knew that they wanted more, but they just weren't sure exactly what. But number one, the mindset is everything. Being able to learn from other people, where really the aspects of success are the exact same in any industry. It's just a different industry. You see what I'm saying? Like the tenacity, the consistency, the mindset. It's all the same. It's all universal. So what I like to ask people is, obviously you're doing really well. You're constantly growing. How can people kind of learn from you besides this podcast? How can they stay in touch if they feel like they really relate with you and they want to get into real estate? How can they grow? How can they be mentored by you? How can they learn from what you've accomplished? So if you have anything to kind of share, or ways that they can reach out, or any opportunities for them to possibly work with you, now's the time to say it.
Yeah, so I would say just focus and commit to one thing. If it's real estate, then put all your focus all in, and then start learning about it. And then if you guys want to reach out, I'm always on Instagram posting some stuff on what I'm doing, or some motivational stuff. It's at Davron Abz. So it's at DAVRON ABZ. That's my Instagram. And then I'm going to create my YouTube pretty soon. So I need to commit to that. So I'm just so busy, right? I need to commit. So, and then, start making videos at least once a week. And then, and reach out anytime. So check me out on Instagram, and would love to help you, whatever I can do, and let me know.
Perfect. All right, y'all. You heard it here first. Thank you for being on the podcast.
Thank you, Rachel.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for tuning into that podcast episode. Make sure to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and ring that notification bell so you never miss another video with us again. Join the conversation below as well by hitting that comment section and telling us what you liked most. And see you next time. I'm out.